Okay.
But I'm not certain if the last one is going to be helpful. And Mikiri adds that she has a theory, which she actually thinks she has confirmed, but she's not 100% certain yet. She has a theory that the ruby-eyed killer is after the offspring of her natural father. But her natural father, of course, being a dragon-blooded, probably is immune to being
astrologized.
But yeah, she mentions that as maybe something that can also help as a clue.
Mm-hmm. I'm still looking up how astrology works perfectly because it's a little bit vague. But yeah, I'm going to stay with what I've already said.
So yes,
for
that's
now.
all the clues Mikiri knows.
Okay, luckily you have the birth date of your mother, obviously.
I also have some details of the wife of that victim.
Including when she was born and where she was born?
Probably she knows, she says, oh yeah, she was from Lukshai, but I don't know the exact birth date and stuff like that. But she can say where she lives and some details of what she looks like and stuff.
And of course age, so yeah.
Yeah.
That could be enough.
Okay, well...
Mikiri basically was like a cop back in Lukshai. A military cop, but still a cop.
Now, whose horoscope do you want to compile first?
Well, of course, I'm going to do the one that I have the most information for.
Mother.
Which is her, Mikiri's mother.
And she obviously had a relationship with the father, who has obviously something to do with the Lukshite killer, the ruby-eyed killer, but we don't know what. So yeah, maybe there's some sort of connection.
All right, Lorit.
All right. And do I get any bonuses because he told this awesome tale?
No, you did not tell the awesome tale.
No, but he did, and he's helping me.
Yeah, then you get a +1 due to teamwork.
Sweet.
Yes.
Teamwork is awesome.
Oh, fuck that. Okay, I want to re-roll that.
Or a +2 maybe. Or is that not good enough? I don't know.
I want to re-roll that.
That's a crappy roll, yeah. 3 minus 6 is a crappy roll.
Which aspect are you going to tag for that?
She's lost in the pursuit of lore.
That's good. Mikiri suddenly notices that her companion is no longer talking back. At all.
She assumes she's in some sort of a trance.
That's superb. Okay, you make a superb horoscope, narrowing her fate, or her potential fate, the seed of her fate, down to within a few hours of her, and within an hour of her birth. You have a very good horoscope here. Excellent basis for making a
good
prediction.
So I make this horoscope, and now does this tell me does this tell me what her mother's history is, or?
No, it tells you what kind of fate she's been doled out when she was born.
Okay, what kind of fate was she doled out?
Her fate was to give birth to a couple of dragon-blooded, but only one survived.
Let me put it this way. She was the the love child. She was the no. Let's see. Yes, you find out that she had a few interesting romance. Damn it, brain, work. One word at a time. You find out that her fate was not that interesting. That she was born to be a mother. She was born to be a mother, a very good mother, one that would know very many ups and downs in her life. Her fate was one of emotional tragedy and triumph.
Okay.
Does
Now
it?
you were saying something about a love child.
Yeah. Does that tell her something about Mikiri's father though?
Let's see.
Because that's something Mikiri would be very interested in, since she knows little
Yes.
about him.
There was there was a handsome red-haired stranger that swooped her off her feet for one night.
Yeah, that's basically it.
The stranger is you do glance that the stranger is from far away.
And can I tell whether or not he has an astrology?
You do not know that.
Well,
Not
you can basically assume that
Yeah,
he
you-
doesn't because he's
wait.
dragon-blooded.
one moment. You can use up the bonuses you have from. You actually succeeded with style. You can use the succeed with style to have more information about Mikiri's father.
Shouldn't you use that bonus on being certain about the ruby-eyed killer? Personally, I'd use it on that.
Yeah, no, she's not really looking for too much information on the. Wait,
No, but I'm asking because this
Yes.
is something that would interest Mikiri personally.
No,
now,
no.
unless you're thinking what I think you're thinking, and you're an evil bastard.
Thank you.
Then he probably is.
Will you, for the listeners, tell me what you think and what I'm thinking?
That her father is the ruby-eyed killer.
No, that's impossible.
That would be evil. Yes.
That's impossible because the ruby-eyed killer is a solar exalted, and Mikiri is a dragon-blooded. How would that work?
With
Also, her father had red hair.
Yes, and he
That's
does.
impossible.
And the ruby-eyed killer has white hair.
It
Red
was
hair.
like very, very light brown, but yeah, almost white.
So yeah, that's a impossibility.
Okay, then never mind.
And
I'm
he's
not gonna.
skinny,
use
and
that.
look at Mikiri.
Good genes. Now,
No, I'm not going to use it on her father because, like I said,
It's an interesting theory, though. Maybe the dragon-blooded part came from her mother's side, not from her father's side. But I don't think so. It's possible. Dragon-blooded can suddenly appear in a family without with people just going like, wait,
Okay,
we
so
don't know
which-
any dragon-blooded. Where did this
Actually-
dragon-blood come from?
actually, the mother does have a little bit of a fire-blooded,
Oh no.
a little bit of a fire-blooded line in her.
Yeah, it can
Okay,
be
I'm
like
gonna use.
far away.
I'm
in
gonna
the boat
use
line.
it on the father. I'm just gonna use it on the father. I'm making a decision because you guys keep going pros and cons. Screw it, father. Yes, go.
Okay, you spend your succeed with style on the father, and you find out that he is quite the prestigious, that he has a very strong bloodline, and that his exaltation is quite strong, shall we say, and that he definitely came from the south.
And aren't you gonna mention that he fathered a lot of children and then abandoned them?
Oh, yes, that too.
Okay, and she's going to, as she compiles this list, she's going to start saying this out loud because that's what she does when she looks into the stars for people. She starts, once she actually has the list of things, she starts saying it out loud as she sees it in the stars, and she's rambling on about her father.
Wait, did you just
About
say
my
my
father.
father comes from the south?
You realize at this point that
Oh.
she can't hear you,
My apologies.
not going to respond to you.
Oh no, wait, my apologies, I may have said the wrong thing. That originally her father comes from the Blessed Isle.
Okay, that
I
makes more
mixed-
sense to her.
Yes.
Mikiri's like, so Kinky comes from the Blessed Isle? Well, I always assumed he was a dynast, seeing as he's
And-
kind of crappy and doesn't want to take responsibility.
And even while you're talking, she's still going to be rattling on information until she gets out everything she needs to say, because, like I said, she's not paying attention to what you have to say at the moment. She's paying attention
in
to
a
the stars.
trance.
Yes, exactly. Okay, you make a star chart. It is now 9 o'clock of the mother. Do you wish to continue on with the wife?
I'm going to use the star chart of the mother to help with that.
That's not going to happen.
No?
After a few tries, you notice that the horoscope of the mother is nowhere near the horoscope of the wife of the victim.
Gotcha. Then I'm going to say that I'm going to be like, interesting. There is no correlation between the two.
But Mikiri said, but since you found out information about my father, can't you link that somehow to the Rubaiyat killer? Because I'm pretty certain my father is tied into the Rubaiyat killer. I mean, I think the Rubaiyat killer has some sort of vendetta against him. Why else would he just go hunting down his children?
And she's going to sigh deeply, and she's going to say, there's just one problem with that.
Oh yeah, you can't see the future because Exalted, right?
Exalted don't have futures.
They don't have a fixed destiny, sort of.
I might be able to tie them in the past with the help of maybe other mortals that have seen them together or that have had some connection with them, but other than that, I can't see their futures.
If only that asshole had stayed longer with my mother, then you might have been able to learn more. And just
is there now? Okay, you said Dao. You said that
yes,
Exalteds have no future, right?
They don't have a fixed destiny.
Yeah. Can I see their past at least?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's interesting.
Excellent. So I'm going to use that to try and see if I can connect the Ruby-Eyed Killer and her father somewhere down the line. Mm-hmm. Because I now know her father. I'm going to look for a man that he has met that fits Ruby-Eyed Killer's description.
We still haven't tried the scars. Or are we getting to that?
Actually, you do not have enough information for this question to work, because you now have a vague idea of who the father could be, but that's going to be very difficult to find out about his past.
Okay. Hold on.
My question.
What question?
Well, we still haven't tried the thing with Mikiri's scars, or are we getting to that?
Ooh, we haven't.
Nope.
Let's delve into the father first, and maybe we can learn some more information. And with all of that, we can do where's the Ruby-Eyed Killer, and then with the scars.
Okay. Can you tell me the place and date, the date, the time, and the place of birth of Mikiri's biological father, please?
Okay, so a lore check for Mikiri's biological father.
Mikiri's probably somewhere on the Blessed Isles he was born, but it's kind of vague then, somewhere.
That's about the size of North America.
Yeah, exactly, somewhere.
Okay, wait. The father has a description, right? I've seen the description of the father.
Yes.
Humans that have come in contact with that description in the Blessed Isle in the past.
Out of game, that's his disguised form, so good luck with that.
Roll it.
I'm rolling it. Ooh!
Superb.
Yeah.
Okay, red hair. It must be a fire-blooded. Houseasus! Orca-fuck. F. Oh, wait. House Nellens also has red heads. And now that I think of it, a few of our House Sinus also have some red heads. Most of them natural, and of course there's this creepy guy with the red leaved hair. The red leaves instead of hair. I I got it. Your very natural father is... No, not. Let's not say that.
No.
Not him.
But you could say, oh, he's a Katak or something.
Well, he's fire-blooded. How says
I did get a superb, so does that narrow it down?
To... Yeah.
What he's looking for is not just...
Let me put it this way. You're asking computer, I want to know the history of a person who has green eyes.
Okay. Now, granted, that's an obscure, it's a very vague question, but there are not that many redheads that enjoy one-night stands.
And he has a very powerful bloodline. That's stupid, what you just said, Richard. What I said was a helpful clue. He has a very powerful bloodline. Very strong bloodline.
Yeah, he has a very powerful bloodline. I can use that. But he's also very, very fond of one-night stands. It would be...
Okay, that kind of cuts out a few of the more idealistic fire-blooded.
Yeah.
The ones that go one wife, one life.
A fire-blooded with red hair,
Mm-hmm.
with a very strong bloodline, who comes from the Blessed Isle, who has fathered a lot of children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. That
And
kind
then
of cuts
abandons
out. That is about 10 less suspects.
Oh, dear word.
Dude, fire aspected.
Yeah, you're right. They're all
True.
They're
True.
all nymphos.
They're not. They're passionate. Big difference.
Still pretty close.
Okay, so she's going to see that this is getting her nowhere. She's going to be like, alright, we got to get off your father.
Too bad.
This is too much.
All right. I sure love to punch him in the nose.
I know, but there are literally hundreds of them on the Blessed Isle that fit that description.
Crap. What
Horn
about...
dogs that have lots of children. I mean, come on.
Oh no, Mikiri doesn't know in-game that she's a skilled martial artist. That's something... No, never mind. She doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
So maybe now we go to the victim.
What if you use my blood? Or
Ooh, can I?
Isn't that how your astrology works? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Crap. Oh well.
That would be summoning gods. Then you can use your blood.
God,
and
where's my father?
And
demons. And other things.
Anyway, let's get back to the Ruby-Eyed Killer then. Because my crappy father is leading me us nowhere.
The victim that we need to look at.
Okay, sure. Roll me your lore, since you have a decent enough of information. You know the year she's born. You need you've got the year and Luxai city. That should work.
Oh, that victim. Oh, okay.
Okay, and the fact that her her destiny ended at a certain time.
Well, actually, yeah, you can roll that in.
Quite
Yes,
intensely.
okay. Right, you can roll me a lore +1.
Ooh, God.
Boy.
Yeah.
You succeed with style once more. You now have...
No, this isn't with style. This is with grace.
And that is enough to overcome the barriers put upon you by the very vague information that you have. You now have a workable horoscope of one of the wife and of one of the victims of the Ruby-Eyed Killer.
Excellent.
As you let's see, yada yada yada. Let's see. She was born to test fate. Born to test faith.
She was born to test faith.
Yes, that was the
faith?
destiny.
What?
Let's see. One of the priests of the shrine to the ancestors there, I think.
So she was born to tempt him.
Yes, and then she was born to test the faith of a Stygian priest. However, due to the Exalted interference, the priest never got this test of faith, and then was killed because he failed to live up to his tried and tested faith. It's And then something weird happened, and because he did not have this test, he would fail a great test. However, then something weird happened, and somebody else tested his fate, and you can't really put your finger on who did that.
Probably the
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put my finger on it, which means that they are someone who is hidden from me. But if she was born just to test the faith of that priest, what would have happened had he passed that test?
Let's see. He would have been. Let's not drag this out any longer. He would have become a beacon of compassion in an age of cruelty. Now he merely survived.
Oh, I thought the priest was the victim who died.
So, because he did not test that faith, that compassion was not allowed to spread.
Exactly.
Someone did that on purpose. They had to have known. That is what she's going off of, because this is not a coincidence. He dies.
Do you want to look into this interesting matter a little bit further?
I'm looking deeply into that matter because
give me a lore roll.
This is because see what is going on here is to her. Mm-hmm. Someone must have seen this in the stars as well and wanted to end that compassion beacon before it began so that it wouldn't interfere in whatever their plans were.
So they sent the Rugite killers to slay it?
Yes.
Okay, that's an interesting theory. Roll it. Roll lore.
May I share?
I think I need to re-roll that.
I have an interesting idea.
Go for it.
What's an idea? What's your idea, Ramsey?
Technically, but this hadn't occurred to me before. Technically, Mikiri's brothers and sisters who died at the hand of the Ruby-Eyed Killer technically hadn't exalted yet. Mikiri was a little bit of an early bloomer in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
you maybe could still use them somehow in the whole connection thing. Mikiri can tell you their names and their birth dates. Well, they were her siblings, so of course she knows a lot about them.
Well, sure. They aren't alive, right?
Yeah, they're not alive. But still, you could maybe use them somehow.
Their destinies are completely revealed to me because they lived their life.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, because they did not exalt yet, they should still be technically mortal, which means their future destinies could be revealed to me as well.
Actually, their future destiny never were resolved, so the stars erased that. They have no future.
Well,
no, but
their
what
destiny was probably to become exalted, and then
So if you would try to compile their horoscope, you would, he would have exalted as an earth-blooded, she would have exalted as a fire-blooded, but they didn't. They died.
But still, can it help?
Here's a picture!
Can it help her in the whole grand scheme of things to find the Ruby-Eyed Killer?
Well, they gotten their exaltations from... Actually, one of your sisters got her exaltation from her mother, and
Weird.
But of course, because the father but of course, because she had a father with a very strong bloodline, it got awakened. But the others that would have exalted, that was another one, that would have been solely due to her father's side.
So does Gailen tell Mikiri these things?
Oh, she rambles off. See, okay.
Mikiri looks very surprised in that case.
I'm gonna explain this. When Gailen starts actually getting truly into her astrology, like her aspect lost in the pursuit of lore is like tantamount, because she then becomes more robotic and everything. She does not respond to any questions or anything. She just rambles on. She ignores everything said to her as she rambles on.
Get it.
Actually reminds me of something, but I'll tell you about that later. Don't want to detract too much.
Let me just put it this way. Yeah, it's fine and such, but let's continue on.
So,
okay.
Mikiri's like, so what would my sister have exalted as, you said? A Earth blood?
And
no reaction.
Yeah,
probably no reaction. Because you're on the case of about this manipulation of fate.
Yes. I'm gonna re-roll that because using her aspect addicted to astrology.
Yes.
Yes, that one first.
Well,
I have another one that I could.
Mikiri's sitting there. I didn't know my mother had some dragon-blooded ancestors. I never knew that. I always assumed it was my father.
Great! Then you find out. Let's see. Yes. What happened? Well, the mortal priest that was about to become the beacon of compassion in an age of cruelty never became that. Okay. And now somebody else has stepped in using compassion's light to gather to herd the flock into rebelling against a cruel tyrant, which is sort of the same thing. But the thing is, the guy that is now is now in the mortal's destiny does not have a future. He's alive. But if you go anywhere, any further from this point in time, your predictions just utterly, you just can't go, it just doesn't make sense anymore.
I'm confused.
This is a little bit...
He's an exalt. The one who took the place of who used the priest's death to get followers together to overthrow this cruel tyrant that he wants to overthrow is an exalt.
I don't see how this gets us any closer to the Ruby-Eyed Killer.
However, you see that there is somebody has been manipulating fate, and you can't really figure out who. There's just no pattern, as if they removed their own manipulations.
It was a sidereal.
Hey, what now?
No, that's totally something a sidereal would be able to do. Totally in sidereal department.